Hey everybody, me and G Junior here, we just came across a hell of a deal, and people say you can't find these deals and they're no longer out there. But let's take a peek over here where we just happened to get our hands on. We have got ourselves a 1967 Ford Mustang coupe that's got a 351 Windsor shoehorned in it with a big old Holly. Got a little damage up front, needs floor pans. The rest of the body's and it's got nitrous. It definitely needs floor pans. It definitely needs paint. It definitely needs some quarters. But this is one of the early, well, it's not really an early 67, but it's going to need quarters. But it's got the 67 Mustang that only has one torque box on the driver's side. It needs to be replaced. There is no torque box on this side. Needs floor pans. It's got aluminum radiator. It's a race car. It's got straight slicks, slicks on the back. So people telling you that you cannot find deals out there, we just picked this thing up for cheap. I'm talking super cheap. So this will be the next project car on the channel after we get the fastback finished. So stay tuned. And always subscribe down in that corner and give me a thumbs up if you like all my automotive videos. Hey everybody, we're in our garage at home. There's G Junior. Hey G Junior.
What's up?
And we are now getting to look at our 67 Mustang coupe that we picked up real cheap. That the guy said he raced it and it did sevens in the 8th mile. I haven't been able to find any tickets inside the car, nothing, but the motor, oh, when I was over at picking it up, we put a wrench on the crank. I couldn't turn it over. I couldn't turn it over by the belt. The belt is super loose, and he had an inch wrench with a ratchet. I put it on there and I did finally get it to spin over. So this thing is not locked up, but it's turning over really hard. So G Junior is over here trying to pull some of the plugs out. And we just did the old Freiberger wiring on the wires so we know where they go. So he's trying to get a plug out so we can take a look at the plug and shoot a little bit of oil down the cylinders. There you go. And I'm kind of interested to see what the plug looks like. And we finally, this scoop here, it has bolts that go in from underneath. So we finally got that off. So there are the bolts that hold the scoop on. So there's the scoop. Let's get the scoop out of the way. And it's got a Holly carb, and it looks pretty clean down in the bores, and nothing's frozen. This car supposedly has sat for a couple years. We did do a little vacuuming here and there. And is this considered? Yes, this is a double pumper. I do not know. Let me feel the light for a second. It just says Holly Performance. I don't know what that black tape is underneath there. And there's the nitrous solenoids. I don't know if we're going to be running the nitrous. All right, here, let me take a look at that plug. That plug smells gassy, but is that water on that plug? There might be a little bit of water on that plug because that plug's wet and we haven't even turned the motor over at all. And why don't you go ahead and hit the key. Let's see what it does now with the one cylinder out. Oh yeah, the ignition key is really boogered up. Got it? You got power?
Oh, hold on. I forgot to.
Oh yeah, it already got the battery in the trunk. Got the battery in the trunk back here. Sorry about the lighting, people. It's like after sunset. We're out here goofing with it. So
you might have to go back and hold it. I don't know.
You got the brake light on in there. Just go ahead and let's let me get my light. Go ahead, hold on. All right, go ahead and give it a bump. Let's see what it does. Yeah, see, hit it again. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Solenoid's clicking, but nothing's happening out here. I did notice that positive positive battery cable is nice and big, but that wire going to the starter is pretty small. We might have to fix that. He did tell me that the flywheel would skip. So we're going to get an inch socket and an extension. We're going to get on here. We're going to try to turn this motor over. I did not like that. He had a trash bag over the motor that was pretty ripped up, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would.
It smells like fuel, though. It really doesn't smell like water. All right, well, we're going to get a ratchet and extension on here and try to spin this motor over and get some type of lubrication down the cylinders, and we'll come back. Alrighty, so we got all 8 spark plugs out of the Mustang, and number 8 plug was wet, but it dried out, and all the other plugs are just carboned. Now this number 2 plug here looks like it's got a little bit of rust on it. They smell funky, but it might be race gas, but can you see the rust on it? So actually, he said it was an inch. I knew it wasn't an inch. It's 15/16. Yeah, it's 15/16 socket I need. So I'm going to go ahead and get back down on it and see if it will. Oh, it won't turn over now. It won't turn over. Let's see if I can get it to back up a little bit. So it did turn over a little bit. So
uh-oh, that's not good.
That doesn't look good. It was turning over, so I don't have a bore scope here to look down in all the cylinders. Maybe I'll bring home one tomorrow, but for now we're going to go ahead and spray some penetrating oil down all the cylinders and let that sit. It might just have a rust ridge, maybe cylinder number 2. I'm going to try to get a flashlight down there and kind of look at it, because those are the ones pointed toward the front. But like right now, I can't get the motor to spin. Let's see. And I really can't see down there. Yeah, this one's got rust around the outside. I don't know. I don't even know what they're aluminum heads, but I don't see any brand name on them. I have absolutely no idea what these heads are. Alrighty, well, I think we're done for tonight, and we'll spray some stuff down there and let them soak, and we'll come back to the new 67 race car. Mustang race car?
Nah, this is Mad Max.
Mad Max? Yeah, you know something? That is a good name for this car, because this car definitely looks like something that came out of Mad Max. Oh, the paint's all messed up. You know, oh, here. The big scoop. Grab the steering wheel. Grab the one in the back. Oh. The steering wheel, just like in the movie, yeah. Let me go hang my wheel up with all the other wheels. Do you remember that part of the movie?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. In Mad Max, one of the last ones, they had all their wheels hanging up on like a Christmas tree. So anyway. All right, everybody. Well, we'll get back on this later. I don't think I'm going to leave this video, cut this video off. We're going to go ahead and put oil in the cylinders and let it sit overnight, and we'll come back out and see if we can get it to turn over. Alrighty, it's been like 2 weeks since the last video. We've been trying to put transmission fluid and WD-40 and everything down the cylinders to try to get it to free up. And unfortunately, like I said, the motor was spinning. It spun about a quarter of a turn, but now the pistons are stuck in a rust ridge, and we can't get it to move at all. So originally, when we first went and bought the car, the motor did turn, but unfortunately, we must have shoved the pistons up on a rust ridge. I do have some pictures of the bore scope. I will put them in after this video so you can see the pictures of the bore scope. But unfortunately, we're going to have to take it apart. We did put a vapor rust in the worst one, and that vapor rust really did clean it up, but it didn't clean up the whole thing because the way the water sits in the piston. I'll show that picture last after this video. So we got to take it apart because there's no way, it's not loosening up. You know, it was turning and now it's jammed. So we're going to take the heads off. We're going to get in there and clean everything up and get some really, really good lubricating oil up in there and make sure everything's covered. And that way we can check the heads, because it's possible the valves on that cylinder over there might be messed up, and the one over here, now that I looked in the bore scope with this cylinder here, number 8, it looks like it might be rusted up too. So we have number 8, number 2, and number 3 are definitely rusted up. We got to get those cleaned up and I guess we'll probably take a big piece of wood and smack on the pistons to try to get them freed up. But for right now, we got to take the motor apart. We got a box. We're going to pull the heads. That's where we're at right now. And I'll go ahead and I will put the pictures of the bore scope after this video. Alrighty, and so you can see from that time warp, we got the valve covers off, the distributor cap off, the intake off. He really glued the crap out of the intake. We were having a hard time getting the intake out. I did not want to pull the distributor because I don't know if he's got the clip in there for the oil push rod or not. So better safe than sorry. I've had a problem with another motor, so I just said, we'll just leave the distributor in. You can see it's got comp rollers. It's got that red stuff inside to make the oil flow back better. A whole crap load of silicone. I'm talking crap load. And then I know I showed you.
Port's kind of.
Yeah, see, there's no port. That doesn't flow back there like the Speedmaster manifold.
Yeah.
The Speedmaster manifold has a port, so there's probably going to be, you know, yucky, gooey stuff in there. The coolant actually looks pretty good. The radiator in here
could probably be rinsed out.
Needs to be rinsed out, back flushed. That looks okay. As you see, I pulled the carburetor and all the nitrous oxide stuff. He didn't have it wired very well. The ground wires were just wrapped around a bracket instead of really grounded. I'm surprised it even worked. So now I guess we'll unbolt the headers and get the head bolts out. Let me walk back here and show you the intake manifold and the valve covers. There are the valve covers. You can see they're super clean. And of course, we're bagging and tagging everything so we know where it goes. We're probably gonna have to buy some more bolts. This is definitely a high-rise dual plane manifold. It is an Eldebrock RPM air gap.
There's no thermostat in it.
He said he wasn't running a thermostat. I don't think I damaged it any by shoving the screwdriver in. If I do, I'll just sand it down. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, see, this does not have a port. Okay, so guess what? Number 8 cylinder was full of water. Look how rusty it is.
Yeah.
That one doesn't look bad. That one doesn't look bad. That one doesn't look bad. So number 8's a problem. So we're gonna have to pull both cylinder heads. Let's take a look at this side over here. This side doesn't look too bad. We'll clean this all up and we'll send this out to E-Boy and have him sandblast it and powder coat it black, right?
Yeah.
Because he did a great job on our Speedmaster one. So we're just going to continue on with the, we want to call it Mad M, but we can't because we're worried about, you know, getting sued. So this is Mad Mustang. So we don't want to call it Mad M because we're worried about copyright infringement. So this is going to be the Mad Mustang. Because as you can look, it's kind of crumpled here and it kind of looks kind of mad. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get the headers loose. I hope there's enough room where we can just pull the headers back and get the head bolts. One's there, one's there, one's there. So that's what we're gonna work on. That's kind of boring, so I think we'll wait. Unless y'all want another time lapse, please write down in the description if you like the time lapses. I'll continue with the time lapses if you want me to. But it's kind of boring taking the headers off. So let me take the headers off. I will get the head bolts out, and when we get ready to pop the heads off, we'll come back. All right, we got the header unbolted here, the header unbolted here. We went ahead and took all the head bolts out of here. So the head's already starting to pop off. So go ahead, G Junior, go ahead and start lifting the head up, and we're just gonna let the push rods fall out. Got it? You might have to rock it. It's on dowel pins, so you might have to rock it back and forth to lift up. This is pretty stuck on. I know you can do it. Where are those screwdrivers we were using? Here's one. Here, tilt it up, tilt it up. All right, come back down. There, you're off of that one now. All right, ready? Lift up on this side. All right, now come back down. Okay, there we go. Okay, now hold on, just stay right there. Let me pull the push rod. Okay, lift. All right, I don't want to lose any of the push rods. There you go. Oh, the dowel pin fell out. That's okay. All right, hold on, stop. All right, look. I'm gonna grab this end. Okay, I got this end. Now switch your hand so you can get around the bar. All right, come on up. Let's just walk it to the workbench or the table. Keep going. Go to the table. Go to the table. Now, that leaking out of there, is that WD-40?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's flip the head up. Okay, let's take a look. Well, actually, it looks like it's running rich, which is fine by me. This one has water in it, so let's go back in and check out that cylinder. Of course, now, this is WD-40. This is WD-40. This, okay, this has got antifreeze in it, but this is the bad part. Look, see all the rust. See the rust, Brian?
Ooh, yeah.
So we got a bunch of rust in this cylinder. All right. Yep. So it's supposed to look like that. See how clean that is? See how clean this one is? So this one's definitely got a lot of stuff in it. Let's get some rags and let's get that antifreeze out of there. Let's see how much actually rust is in there. Yeah, I think those cylinders are going to be okay.
Got a lot of carbon.
A lot of carbon. This thing was running rich. He didn't have the carburetor stuff. We need to get that stuff out of there. I know that's just WD-40, but we need to get that stuff out of there too. When I bore scoped the cylinder, it didn't look that bad, but I guess that was because I had liquid in there.
I don't really see any sludge.
Oh yeah, see all the crap? See how much crap is in there?
Vacuum it out.
We're gonna have to we're gonna get the vacuum. Let's vacuum this one out. All right. And like I said, let me see this one. This one, this is number 5 cylinder. That looks really good.
Want another towel?
Oh, whatever. That one looks good. I don't know about this one. This one might have some rust ridge too, but that is a problem. Look at all that stuff in there. Look at all that. All right, we're gonna get a shop vac and vacuum this all out and wipe it out real good, and we'll go ahead and get the other head off. All right, well, we're gonna have to get this header taken off to get the lower bolts taken out. So I started looking at that cylinder, and boy, it looks really screwed. So G Junior went ahead and got a wire brush and got in there and started cleaning it, because that back wall, let me get over where he is. Here, take this head away for me, please. Thank you. This back wall looked really, really bad.
Very up top.
And up top, it's really, really rough. So he got in there with a hand brush. It is super rough. So he's going to go in there now with a wire wheel on a drill, and we're going to see if this thing's going to clean up. If it doesn't, this lower end is screwed. So I'm going to let him go ahead and get in here and work on this. I don't know. I don't know where all that...
I think it's cleaning up.
It's cleaning up? Well, yeah. You know...
I think it's like a mixture of like carbon and just oil.
Yeah, but this stuff, look at this stuff. This stuff is like rust. That's all that came out of there. This is like rust and carbon.
The stuff
I don't know.
I've been picking is like carbon. It's like, I don't know.
So we haven't got the other head off yet. We're gonna have to pull the car forward a little bit to get it up on jack stands, so we can get this header out of here, because we can't get to the lower bolts. So he's gonna continue working on that. We're gonna pull this car forward a little bit so we can get it up on jack stands. All right, so we got the car up on jack stands. As you can see, the wheels are off the ground, and we still couldn't get this header out, but we were able to get that header out over there. It's gone. So we've got this one unbolted. So G Junior is gonna go over there and once again try to lift the cylinder head off. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let me get the push rods out. Lift that up a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Yep. Now this cylinder's full of WD-40 and stuff, so don't tilt it down. All right, I got this end. You bring your hand around. All right. Oh, okay. Hold on. You got it?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. Bring it over here. Let me see something. Okay. There is a bunch of water. I don't know if that's WD-40. I'll find out. Okay, that is WD-40, but there's a bunch of rust. See it? How rusty it is? All right, let's bring it on outside. You got it?
Yeah, it's just heavy.
I know. All right. Hold on, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. All right, go ahead. Alrighty, so we got this
This
cylinder.
way or the...
Well, hold on, let's take a look. Yeah, you can see that it's been running really rich, but actually all the valves have closed, which is good. This one looks like it's got a little bit of, rust on it. All right, now here, flip it down so this sits on the table and let all that stuff come out of the ports. Yeah. Yep, like that, yep. Now that's all WD-40 that we put in there.
Looks like orange Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's rust. We're gonna have to pop the valves out probably. Yep, a little orangey. All right, here, set it back up. Let's take a look in there. Let's see how bad it looks. Like that? Yeah, that's perfect. Good job. Let's take a look. Cool. So in there, that one looks okay. That looks okay. Okay, this one here, okay, there's a lot of buildup on that valve. You're not gonna be able to see it. That one looks great. This one, the intake on this one has a lot of buildup, so we're gonna have to pop that exhaust valve off. So let's go back inside and let's take a peek at those cylinders.
Don't look too good.
I know it's not gonna look good. I know 2 and 3 has had water in them. Okay. So that cylinder looks, oops, let me get the light down here. Do we need the light? Yeah, let me see, there's low, that's better. Number 1 looks okay. Number 2 and number 3 are the ones I'm worried about. Here, hold the flashlight. Let me have the rag. Now, we did put a Vapo Rust in this cylinder here, and you can see a line how it cleaned off in those pictures I sent that I'll put in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all that rust right there. Can you see that rust?
Oh God.
Yeah. I think that's the one that's really stuck.
You might want to point the camera right here.
Yeah, I will. I'm trying to get in here and get this one dried out a little bit. I don't think this one is as bad. Let me come around here. Yeah. See how much rust and crap is in here. I think this is the piston that's really holding us up. The evaporust did get in here and really help. This seems like it's really flaky, but we're just gonna have to clean it up. This cylinder looks really good. This one's at the top. This cylinder, I think we had the evaporust in. Yeah, see right here, can you see that line? We filled this up with evaporust up to here. That evaporust really cleaned this cylinder out, but there really wasn't a lot of crap in it like this one. I think this piston's on the way up because this distributor right now is coming around to cylinder number 2, and this is the one that's got us stuck. If we could get this one freed up, I think we'd be golden. Do we have a screwdriver? Like a pocket screwdriver would be good too. Yeah, this one's good. Let's get in here and try to dig some of this stuff out. All right, so the cylinders are froze. This one here, he started cleaning up with a wire wheel. It's pitted, but it's coming clean. We might have to run a hone through it. We might have to pop the pistons out. I don't know yet. And then when we were trying to pull it forward, we must have broke a brake line because the pedal went to the floor. It had a pedal, but now it doesn't. All right, everybody, I think we're gonna leave this one here. This video's probably become long enough. So we got the motor torn down. It's still locked up. I will take and put I will make another video on
all right,
this,
so I know I already said goodbye.
If we get
you
it
can
freed
subscribe
up and show you what the cylinders
but we
look
want to
like
see if we can
before
get this
put it
thing
back
free
together.
real quick. So
All
I
right,
got
everybody,
G
thanks a
Junior
lot for
on
watching.
with the pry bar. We found a 2x4. We're gonna stick it in this cylinder here, and we're gonna smack it a couple times with the sledgehammer to see if it's gonna move backwards. So we want you to go toward me. Can you hold the camera? Just put a little light pressure on. I gotta have both hands. All right, can you see what I'm doing? You ready?
Yeah.
Is it moving?
Yeah, it's moving.
All right, guess what? Look, let's see. Let me see the camera. All right, put that thing back on there. Let's see if it moves. I want to see the pistons move. Can you put the other thing? Did it actually break free? It was only that one cylinder that we couldn't get it freed?
Yeah, I think so.
Really? I continue to go backwards.
Back.
Yeah. Up. Yep. Okay, go. Yep. Okay, stop. All right. You know, we couldn't get this cylinder number 2 to free up with all the stuff we poked in it, so we just had to hit it with a board and a hammer. But we got it freed up. Okay, start moving. Can you move it back and forward? How hard is it to move?
It feels like 289.
Can it just stop?
Yeah, just stop.
Okay, back it off. Okay, there it goes down. Go on down. All right, can you see the timing marks? Because we could see the timing marks before. That's where it was. Let me see. No, keep going some more. Can you keep backing it off some more? Yeah, more. Is that about it?
That's it. It's stuck
Can you
again.
see is it stuck again?
Yeah, it's stuck again.
Let me see, can you see? All right, oh yeah, there's the timing marks. That's about, see the timing marks, that's where we were. So, all right, so that's where we need to be. All right, so now we can look at the other cylinders and figure out how bad these cylinders are. Let me have a rag, please. So this was the cylinder that must have been filled up with water. Yeah, what a mess. All right, a piece of wood in there. All right, well, hey, we got it busted free. We're just gonna have to, go ahead and start going forward again. Oh, wait a minute, wait, there's no sense. There's no sense. There is a big. All right, we got the wire, we got a wire brush. We got a wire brush on the drill. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna clean all these cylinders out the best we can. And then we'll get this thing spinning over. Yay! Good job, G Junior. All right, got it broken free. I don't know if we're gonna be able to save this block or not because it's so pitted. We're just gonna have to clean it up and see if it's gonna be okay. I don't know. We might have to take the block out, send it out, have it rebored. But we got it freed up. Excellent. All right, everybody, this is definitely the end of the video now. Thanks for watching again. Please subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Always in the corner. Give me a thumbs up for the new Mad Mustang videos.